Today we are going to discuss about laws of refraction. Laws of refraction. As we know that in the first chapter we studied about laws of reflection. So in this chapter also we are having two laws of refraction. Now let us see what are the two laws of refraction. As you know that the first law is same as that of second law of reflection. So remember here I am saying here refraction, not reflection. So it is refraction. This law states that the incident ray, the normal and the refracted ray all lie in the same plane. For example, this is a plane, this is the normal and this is the incident ray. So when it falls on the surface, the ray gets refracted. So when you see all these rays, normal, incident ray and the refracted ray, all they are in the same plane. What do you mean by same plane? For example, if I am drawing all these rays on a sheet of paper, so all these rays will be on the sheet of paper. Not any one of these rays will go out of the paper. So this is the meaning of same plane. So this is the first law of refraction. Now coming on to the second law. What is the second law of refraction? So second law of refraction is also known as Snell's law of refraction. Snell's law of refraction. So what does this Snell's law say? So this Snell's law, it says the relation between and refraction angles and the refractive indices of the mediums. So this is the definition of Snell's law. In short, we can understand it tells about the relation between incident angle and refraction angle. For example, as usual, this is the surface and this is the normal. This is your incident ray and this is the refracted ray. So this is angle of incidence and this is angle of refraction. So this Snell's law, it shows the relation between incident angle and refraction angle and also the refractive indices of the medium. As I said, we discussed yesterday about two mediums, rarer and denser. So it is the relation between incident angle and refraction angle compared to their refractive indices. Now you will understand what is this refractive indices. This is the plural of refractive index. So this refractive index is given by small n. Now you will see what is a refractive index or what are refractive. Now let us see what is refractive index. This refractive index is given by speed of light in the incident medium by speed of light in the refracted medium. So it is also given by n to 1. So how will you read this one? N to 1. It is read as the refractive index of second medium. So this is the second medium and this is the refractive index of first medium. So it also can be written as this one, speed of light in medium. You can write it as V1, speed of light in the refractive medium, second medium. So it can be given by V1 by V2. So Snell's law can be understood in different contexts also, in terms of sine I and sine R is given by n to 1. So remember that this value is constant. So we can write this Snell's law in different form also. Now let us see how we can write this Snell's law. So we can write like this: n to 1 is equal to V1 by V2 is equal to sine I by sine R is equal to n2 by n1. So what is here n2 and n1? So n is absolute refractive index. What is this absolute refractive index? It is nothing but the ratio of the speed of light in the medium divided by speed of light in vacuum. So whenever you are talking about absolute refractive index, we are talking in terms of vacuum. So this is about the Snell's law. We can write it like this also. These are the different formulae which we can use while doing the problems. So this is about the first law of refraction and this is second law of refraction. So what is the similarity between both the laws? Laws of reflection and laws of refraction. Here the second law is equal to the first law. That is, the second law of reflection is becoming the first law of refraction. And in terms of refraction, where we are using the reflected ray in first law, but in the second law we are using refracted ray. So actually, what is the refraction? In short, we can say that refraction is bending of light. I am taking a beaker and filling it with water and I am dipping a pencil into this. We are dipping a pencil into this beaker. So you will observe that as if the pencil is bent. So why it is bent? Actually it is not bent because of refraction. It is bent or it appears. So in short, what is refraction? Refraction is bending of light. So why this bending is taking place? Why? Because the speed of light is changing when it travels from one medium to another medium. For example, in rarer medium, the speed will be different, and when it comes to the denser medium, the speed will be different. So this is the explanation of laws of refraction. So it is very useful. The second law is very useful for doing the problems or solving the problems.